an old storeroom. See if you can find some potions. Might come in handy. Done then? This way. That's the end of that. Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen. Come with us. There, I'll go with you. See if you can get it open with some picks. Where's the way out? Just give me a minute. Let me think. All right. Let's see if we can find a way out. I better stay back and see. I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us. That'll teach you to cross me. What next? Giant snakes. I hate those things. Too many eyes or something.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. Easy does it. This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Once out of the intro cave, I decided to just take a pause, setting up the settings for the mods I have installed, which were required to play this game effectively the way I wanted, and to save it afterwards through the console, since this is the easiest way to give my save files proper names. Since I have been playing this game for so many years, I often already know the ins and outs of many cool items and their hiding places. Early on in the intro video I had explained that I play this game without using direct violence, but I may have forgotten to mention that there are exceptions on this rule. And since the title also mentioned the word Completionist, that also means I want Magoria to acquire every and all possible rare items when possible.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Therefore, I found the best thing to do first was for her to run into the most nearby bandit camp, snagging that treasure, added by the mod the Great Jar Hunt, which apparently is not stated as stealing. Then she lured her attackers to an unexpected Hadvar to take care of them for her. In the meantime, Magoria went to another hidden place with good loot, like this nice monk robes, which will fit my playstyle nicely for the time being. Long story short, Hadvar drew his bow and sword, bandits became dead bandits, and Magoria looted her first treasure map, one for which treasure's location was conveniently close to the location she was planning to go to in the first place, called Riverwood. They passed some standing stones, for which she selected all three for reasons I will explain later. Then came across a hidden treasure chest added by the mod Unique Treasures. I will tell later why I have added this one to my mod list. And eventually they arrived in Riverwood, a small village just northeast of Helgen. Since I already have decided for myself to later on complete the main quest altogether, and not just yet, for the time being I thought that Magoria would be better off to focus on the skills which I required in Skyrim to live a normal life while pursuing my pacifistic goals first, before undertaking any major quest at all.
Yeah?
Are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Greetings, Score.
Yep,
That
ale's
armor
going
looks
bad.
like it could use a polish.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
And, as in real life,
Thank you,
almost all
dear.
goals
This is
cost
for you.
money.
You're that visitor been poking around.
And it was just going to get dusty again anyway.
Life can be expensive in Skyrim, so Magoria should try to find a job by asking the nice people in Riverwood if they would have some use for her. After all, thanks to some of my installed mods, this character now needs to eat, to sleep, to wash and to pee on a regular basis, and at least 2 out of 4 might cost her money, while only 1 out of 4 can actually help her making any. So we will be better off by working on the problem first. Making money, that is.
Yeah.
Fortunately, she had still a bit of loot in her pockets, and most villages in Skyrim will have at least one store in town where one could sell off his junk, and Riverwood was no exception.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Lucan Valerius, the owner of the Riverwood Trader, was more than willing to buy all the junk off of her, even though his store recently got robbed of some solid gold ornament. Magoria couldn't help him with that, not at level 1. But as he hasn't planned to stay level 1 forever, she bought an illusion spell called Soothe, added by the mod Frostfall, which brings environmental temperature, exposure rating and the need to stay warm in Skyrim. What this spell does is making her restore 10 points of exposure for 30 seconds, which she might have lost while being outside. It only cost her 45 magicka to cast, even less after she can invest in a Novice Illusion perk, which will halve the cost for all spells based on that ranking. Casting this every time she can will skill up her illusion skill in a rapid tempo without her needing to otherwise casting illusion spells upon others over and over again while standing still, so she now can just walk around and cast it in between jobs. I let her do this because with its mind calming effects, illusion really is that school of magic which should be the main focus for every self-respecting pacifist. Since my character won't just run into any bandit camp to clean out all inhabitants to run away with a buckload of gold and jewelry, nor will she break into any house to steal everything worth more than 30 gold.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Magoria had to find other ways to get money. Therefore I had to install a few mods to make her life a little bit better.
Need a room? Take a look.
And to help her in this pursuit. One of them was Living Takes Time, a mod that makes time fly away while reading, crafting, trading or even cooking, at a realistic amount considering the actual time each activity would normally take.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
A realistic aspect which actually brings in more benefits than just time passing by in a realistic tempo.
What do you want me to carry? I'll head back home if you need me.
Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right?
Vendors need a day or 2 to restock their inventory completely, and also the amount of gold they carry. Since pursuing some skills like crafting potions or chopping wood now actually takes time, Magoria can set up work hours for herself, to start building up her finances, which she will need to start living in this world.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. Take a look. I better get back to cleaning the store. What a mess.
What do you want? Got any ale or mead? Of course. Yeah.
Get an axe. Bring me all the wood you can chop. Got business here in Riverwood, eh? There are worse villages. Honest gold for honest work. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
And so the next weeks were filled with the following routine. Waking up at the Sleeping Giant Inn,
You sure look like you could use some help.
having breakfast there while enjoying the music,
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Need something?
or chatter with the locals,
You expect me to believe that?
doing her needs behind the bushes, refreshing herself in the river, and chopping some wood, or making some potions to enrich in her knowledge about alchemical ingredients, for which she would all sell at the Riverwood trader for a decent amount of gold.
Take a look.
So she can buy yet another night at the Sleeping Giant Inn, while building up her finances and working on her crafts. During the middays she would went for a light snack, exploring the area a bit, for hidden treasures and ingredients, and all by all now she's just enjoying an honest living. If a bit dull.